Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and to a new episode of the monthly favorite series where we're going to talk about, again, three things: a book, a podcast episode, and a YouTube channel. First, we'll discuss Open, an autobiography by Andre Agassi, then the podcast episode number 88 of the Knowledge Project with Derek Sivers, and finally, Karin's YouTube channel. The first thing is Andre Agassi's memoir, Open, an autobiography. It was recommended by both Tim Ferriss and Dr. Layer in the podcast episode of Tim Ferriss Show, which we've talked about in the last video. Now where do I start? If you're planning to read it, I would recommend to often not do it in public. And probably prepare tissues if you're not a wipe it with a sleeve type of person. I cried many times while reading this one, as it was so moving at multiple places. When I first heard the name Agassi, I didn't know who he was. I knew somehow that he used to be a tennis player. I'm familiar with the name, but I didn't have a face to it. And my generation have witnessed or is more familiar with players like Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. And I was around 10 when he retired, and so this aspect of not knowing who he was and not having followed his career in a way was helpful, because when he recalls a match in much details as he does in the book, I think it's more fun when you don't already know the outcome. I was hooked from the beginning of the book, where he describes one of his last matches and then takes us back smoothly to where it all started, his childhood, and how his life was mapped up for him to become not just any regular tennis player, but a world-class one by his demanding father, and how his dad background made him what he was, and how unhappy he was despite all the success and fame he got in his career, till he found his purpose. And so it's basically a book about the notion of purpose. I think I'll just stop here so that I won't spoil it for you guys if you're planning to read it. All I can say is that it's a very well written book, and I've enjoyed learning about tennis and the backstage of those tournaments I used to watch, mostly Roland Garros and Wimbledon, and what it takes to become a champion in a sport like tennis. And yeah, one of the fun things as well is that every time it describes a match or a commercial, I'll go and look for it on YouTube, and in the comment section I'll find people saying that the book brought them there, and I'll be like, me too. So yeah, another thing I liked, and probably this is more personal, as it was the case while I was reading one of my all-time favorite books, which is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I was reading it until I started talking about Hisham Gourouch, who was a Moroccan athlete that made his country very proud, and so yeah, I was proud while reading, James Clear was talking about his talent and so on. And another thing about this book is that Agassi talks about facing the Leinawi, he's Leinawi from Morocco, and so yeah, again I was proud, and so yeah, I really enjoyed reading this one. I highly recommend it. Now let's move to the second item on the list, the episode number 88 of the Knowledge Project featuring Derek Sivers, titled Innovation versus Imitation. Derek is mostly known for writing Anything You Want, by the way, a great book, where he shares lessons on entrepreneurship based on his experience running CD Baby, which is a company he founded in 1998 that used to sell CDs of independent musicians online. He later sold it for $22 million. So he went from just helping his friends selling their CDs online to building a major business. So yeah, the conversation he had with Shane was so interesting and inspiring. And to be honest, I haven't listened to this one in March. I haven't encountered any great episode this month that I think is worth the share here. So I thought to include this one because it's so worth to listen to. I mean, Derek had one of those voices that are just so enjoyable to hear. And the way he talks is so beautiful, and he has such a great personality. And there is definitely a lot to learn from him. Derek also shared his personal knowledge management system, like in how he reads books and takes notes by underlining only the insightful ideas he then collects to reflect on them later and add to them until they become his. So for him, he doesn't care about the books in the sense that he doesn't make summaries of books. What matters most to him are the ideas in the book that he simplifies by turning them into directives with actions that are very succinct and that carry within them the seed of the original idea. So yeah, I totally agree with the idea that reflection is when we really learn, like how in the moment when we read somebody else's idea for the first time and we're like, okay, I get it, we don't really learn it until we put in the time to reflect on it. And again, it's not about how many books we've read in a month or a year, because we'll soon forget about what the book was about. I think that in order to make most of a book, we should include the teachings or put them into action in some aspect of our lives, or at least create something without knowledge, which is sort of what I'm doing here with the Archibald Club series that you can check here, or even with the monthly favorite series that I consider as an opportunity to reflect more about the content I consume. So yeah, for more interesting insights, I highly recommend this episode. Thirdly, Karin Bohn's YouTube channel. I discovered it back in the summer of 2018. Karin is an interior designer and founder of House of Bohn, a design studio based in Vancouver, Canada. She makes content about entrepreneurship and interior design by taking us behind the scenes of her design projects. She did a series called Bonafide about her home renovation, and another edition of the series about her current but then new office that I binge watched with the other videos, where you get to see the whole process from the concept, drawing the plans, choosing and shopping for the materials and appliances, to pick in the contractor, and the site visits to supervise the work, which is very interesting. And of course, the videos are made with very high production quality. I mean, she has a team specifically for that, and they're doing a great job. You can see and feel that she's so dedicated to achieve and manifest, as she says, the things that she puts her mind into, and that's always so inspiring. If you're in the field of construction or just interested in design in general, I think you would find a lot of value in her content. I'll leave her link in the description box, actually all links in the description box as we come to an end with this video. If you have any recommendation of some sort, like what books to read, especially if they're non-fiction, except if it's a really good fiction book that you think I should definitely read, then why not? A podcast episode you really liked, or another creator you think I should discover, please leave me your recommendations in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.